Alrighty, everybody. Say hello to my little buddy Dumper. Hey, everybody. All right, everyone. Good evening. Good evening. Whoa! I almost tripped and knocked over the bottle, and that would have been a crazy way to start this review. Good evening, everybody. It's your neighborhood-friendly Scottish whiskey hobbit, once again broadcasting live on our grandiose and epic back deck, which we redid a number of years ago. Thanks for tuning in to yet another fun-filled Scottish whiskey hobbit review here. Say hello to my special guest. That cat there is one of the outdoor neighborhood cats, but I kind of leave food and water out for. But he actually belongs to my neighbor. He's a really sweet little dude, and he spends a lot of time on our property. But anyways, you guys know me. I'm always kind of full of information. This is going to be a very fascinating review. So everybody, hold on here. It's going to be an adventure of a review here. This week we're doing. This is the Bushmills Black Bush Irish whiskey. I reviewed the original white label Bushmills, I think, a couple years ago. Bushmills is actually the world's oldest licensed continually operating distillery. Their license goes back to 1608 to King James. That was King James of Scotland. And then when he ascended the throne, he became the first King James in English succession, but he was like the fourth or fifth in Scottish succession. It gets really kind of confusing there with the Stuarts and the Civil War and all that stuff. But basically, he granted that license for them to distill. So that goes back all the way to 1608. They're known as being more of like a Protestant. Well, that's a long story. So I was going to go on a little tangent to Irish history. I was going to go on a little tangent into Irish history, but I think I need to kind of stay laser focused on the subject at hand. So this is the Bushmills. It's actually sherry aged. So it is aged in hand-selected Oloroso sherry casks, which really adds to that the depth of the flavor profile and some of those notes on the nose. So, but I was going to say, there's kind of this running joke with some of my Irish friends that they tell me that if your family was Protestant and Irish, they drink Bushmills, and then if you were Catholic and Irish, you drink Jameson. Personally, I love them both. I don't know if that little antidote is true, although my grandpa, that was a huge fan of Bushmills, would always look at me and say, Daniel, I was born a Scottish Protestant, and I'm going to die a Scottish Protestant. Rest in peace, Grandpa. All right, well, let me go to the nose here, now that I've rambled a little bit. I'm really glad we could have, like I said, this is our neighbor's cat, but he's over here probably 75% of the day, and when I'm out here reading books, he hangs out with me. I call him Athelstan, but my neighbors are really, really cool people over here, great people. They've actually named him Dumper, is what they've named him, because he has a bob tail. Anyways, let me go to the nose here. Wow, very, very splendid nose here, ladies and gentlemen. So I think I'm getting maybe like apple, maybe some pears, maybe some lavender, maybe a little bit of honey. So I'm getting some delightful fruit notes. I think I'm getting some honey. Yeah, so apple, maybe pear, maybe a little bit of licorice, maybe a little bit of honey. So it's a very complex and very inviting nose. Let's go to the taste, shall we? Wow. This almost reminds me a little bit of Slain Irish whiskey, which I'm proud to say, when I started this channel, ladies and gentlemen, around 7 years ago, it was one of the first 3 reviews I ever did. If you go way back to, what was that, 2019 or something on the channel, and go look at that video, it was my second or third upload on the channel ever. Now I'm around 108, 109 reviews, and this reminds me of that, and I say that as a compliment. I'm getting some toffee characteristics. I'm getting almost like wild berry, or maybe like some wild berry, or maybe some cherry. And of course, this is my subjective opinion. You guys may try this and say, I don't think it tastes like that at all. And that's the wonderful thing about just everything is subjective, ladies and gentlemen. But to me, I'm getting some fruit notes in here, but to me, I'm getting more of like a berry kind of a taste here. Like some vanilla, maybe some wild berry, maybe a little bit of fennel. Come here, kitty. Come here. I'm going to pet the kitty while I do the review. He's such a good boy. Hey, come here. I think I'm getting a little bit of, so toffee, wild berry, maybe some vanilla. Those fruit notes from the Oloroso sherry are definitely present. It's very good. Now, there is a missing component to my description, and I'm trying to mull it over. There is a really interesting zest, an interesting zing at the end. It's very good. I think it was 4 or 5 video reviews on the channel ago. I showed a picture of some of my relatives from the 1850s and 1870s that, our family was from Scotland, and then they had to flee, and they lived in Northern Ireland for 47 years in County Armagh. And then they moved from County Armagh, Northern Ireland, to Canada, and then eventually North Dakota and Minnesota. But that's just on the Gordon, Lowry, and Fulford side. But the Grahams and our McLachlans and our Carnes, some of my other Scottish ancestors came over at different times, and I won't get into the genealogy spiel here, but there's something about, I'm so blessed to, I dive in bed every single night with the most beautiful woman on the planet. I drink good whiskey, I read good books, I watch birds, I hang out and take care of all the stray cats, and also just the community cats that just roam around our property. I love animals. But when I do all those things, it makes me feel extra Scottish. I'm not sure if that makes sense or not, but I'm just being a bit forward here, if you will. I'm not sure why I'm so proud of my Scottish heritage. We are the barbarians of Western Europe. But let me go back to this. It's very good. So again, I think, so like licorice, you get fruit, you get vanilla. It's very good. Now, I got this at the Price Chopper down the road from me, and I'll tell you guys something fascinating. This is normally around 35 to 40 bucks. I'm going to round, just for making the math kind of easy. This is normally around $36.99 to $40, so anywhere from $35 to $40. I got this on sale for around $24.99. I know how to find me some good liquor sales, I need to cut to the chase here and really give this a score. It's just really good, guys. It's very smooth. It's very delicious. There's another type of Black Bush that I enjoy very, very frequently. However, I can't talk about it because it's not appropriate, and I need to keep this. I needed to. It's okay to be Scottish, but you don't want to be too Scottish. Does that make sense? I need to really keep this PG. So I'm not going to go into details on that because it's not cool. But as far as giving this Bushmills Black Bush triple distilled sherry cask reserve a score here, and I'm going to bring this up so you guys can, neat bottle there, pretty neat. Look at that. There we go. To give this a score for taste, for quality, let me see if I can move this up without knocking everything over. But to give this a score for taste, for smoothness, for taste, for smoothness, for really the value for the money, and overall quality, overall score, I believe I would give this. This is a tough decision, guys. I'm going to give this a 87 to a 90. So I'm going to say, man, my neighbor's dogs are loud. Sorry. I would give this anywhere from an 87 to a 90. So we're going to say a B plus, and it's almost an A. It's almost an A. It's on the bubble of an A. Check out this word. I don't say it every day. It's on the precipice of being an A. So it's very good. It's very tasty. I need to do more Irish whiskeys on the channel. I need to do more rye whiskey reviews and more Canadian blended reviews on the channel. I mean, there's part of me that wants to make this a single malt Scotch only channel, or a blended Scotch, basically a Scotch channel. But I've had so many of my friends and supporters, which once again, thank you guys. I appreciate you for supporting the channel. I need to really have a wide variety of reviews on the channel, and I'm such a fan of Irish whiskey that this has been a long time coming. Well, let me check and see how I'm doing on time. I need to wrap this up. I'm trying to get these under 20 minutes. Oh, okay, we're at 12. Well, ladies and gentlemen, again, this is the wonderful Bushmills Black Bush triple distilled sherry cask reserve. It's very good. I give it a B plus. I definitely recommend it. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Please share and subscribe if you have not already. Excuse me. Remember, be a kind human. Treat everybody the way that you want to be treated. Be polite, kind, and thoughtful. Nobody's perfect. Lord knows I'm not. But do the best that you can to basically have a heart to serve others, but also faster horses, younger women. Wait a second. Oh yeah, faster horses, younger women, older whiskey, and more money. I've juxtaposed that from the Tom T. Hall song, The Cowboy and the Poet. It's one of my favorite little sayings. Thanks for watching, everybody. I don't think I'm going to have another video for at least another 2 to 4 weeks. And I appreciate you guys tuning in. I hope that the little bit of Scottish crude humor I threw in there, I hope that goes over well. Being a Tibetan Buddhist, I don't want to disturb anybody's mind, like that's against the Buddha's teachings. I thoroughly subdue my own mind, and I never want to harm the minds of others. But at the same time, I'm a little wild and rough around the edges. That's just how I roll, I think that's partially why my wife loves me so much. All right. Well, guys, God bless. Take care of yourself. And as they say in the old country, Sláinte. I'm also happy to inform everyone I'm getting ready to get rid of, you can't see it that well because of the lighting's poor. I've been growing my beard out as an experiment, and everyone says I look like an Amish leprechaun. I'm going to see my barber professional here soon. He's going to get me all cleaned up. You all won't even be able to recognize me. I'm going to look so different. This is like 4.5, 5 months of beard growth. Take care, guys. God bless. Sláinte.